Hey, if you're watching this video, then you're wondering either what's going on, or you already know and you want to hear more about why I'm going to do what I'm going to do. This discussion doesn't come lightly. This decision, rather, doesn't come lightly, and I've had many anxiety-filled nights of little to no sleep over all of this, including last night before making this video, so forgive me if I seem a little off. The announcement is I'm moving all of my streams from Twitch to YouTube. In this video, I'm going to discuss why, but first, the when, so everyone is informed immediately. My last stream on Twitch will be today, Wednesday, March 23rd. I did already talk about this during my streams earlier this week. I announced it on Saturday. If you tune in on the regular, then you already know. So there's that. I've thought about all the ways I could make this video, everything from the dramatic routes, you know, going through old clips and bringing in uplifting music with positive vibes at the end and making an announcement that way. I thought of doing a skit like so many others have done, comparing doors or cars. That's not my style though. I figure more of a quiet heart-to-heart style video is more in line with what I like to do. So this is just me being real. This will have no editing to it, or extremely little, maybe just cutting off the very beginning and the very end, just to trim up the video so that way there's not like awkward silence. But outside of that, I do have a script here, but I'm using it more as notes than actually following, just so I don't forget everything that I want to say. There's a couple things that I want to say before I do get into the story as to why everything is going on this way. So the first thing first, I don't bear any animosity towards Twitch whatsoever. I enjoy the platform, both as a streamer and a viewer. I've been watching since, you know, the Justin TV days. Was watching a lot of old streams back then, and I still watch streams whenever I have spare time to do so now. And I'll continue doing that. I watch streams on every platform. I watch streams on Facebook as well as I do YouTube. You guys know I watch Daz and Fireborn on YouTube, a couple really close friends of mine. And I watch a few others as well on all these other platforms. But another thing I want to talk about as well is my schedule will be remaining the same. I'm still going to stream 5 times a week. Saturday through Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. That's not changing. The only thing that realistically is changing here is just where you will find my stream. So with that said, story time. A little over 8 months ago, after a ton of internal debate, I decided to change the direction of my content. I was feeling really burnt out. A lot of you guys know me from games like Battlefield and Warzone, maybe Escape from Tarkov, or other major FPS titles that I've played on my stream throughout the years. I decided that I was going to force a change, and I knew it was going to come at a heavy cost. It was just I just wasn't really feeling it anymore. I was just burnt out playing the same games over and over, especially with games not having the same quality as they did in previous years. Going from games like Battlefield Hardline and Battlefield 4 and even Battlefield 1 into games like Battlefield 5 and 2042, Warzone. Like I liked Warzone at first, but man, like when you play that game for 4-5+ hours every day, you start to see things that don't really make sense for a video game, and it catches up to you because like the way the game is built just isn't right, and it caught up to me in a mental way because I felt trapped. I felt like if I didn't play those games, then people weren't going to tune in, and to a certain extent that was true for a while. It was more just me kind of forcing a change after I was just fed up with it. So I rebranded my YouTube channel. I called it theJOSHfeed. I'm Josh, so you know, it was my feed of content. And so I just started doing like walkthroughs or let's play style videos of games that I thought I would enjoy. I started with games like Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance. I played The Last Stand Aftermath. I've been playing Elden Ring lately, and you know, everything from indie to AAA and a bunch of stuff in between. Just games that I think I would enjoy. And it actually took off. It's done really, really well in this 8-month period. I'm not talking millions of views by any means, but when you're used to 500 to 1,000 views on average for a single Twitch stream, and you're blowing that out of the water easily right out the gate, it makes you wonder, you know? It makes you wonder what could be, especially when things get into the tens of thousands and even the hundreds of thousands of views in a short period of time. So it just kind of, it was a great feeling, you know. It reinvigorated me. It motivated me to keep it going. I just started uploading regularly. It was nearly every day where I had a new video continuing on series of games that I enjoyed, that I wasn't getting bored with. You know, after playing the same games every day, and you wake up in the morning and you're just like so excited to continue doing what you're doing after many days of not being excited. It just kind of, it just woke me up, you know. It just kind of, it's like someone flipped the switch back on. And all the while, with things going the way they were on YouTube, I wasn't punished for changing up the games I was playing. I've played dozens of games in this 8-month period over on YouTube, and it's only grown. There's some videos that do better than others, of course, right? Some streams do better than others on different days. You know, that's just the nature of it. But overall, everything has grown. There's been a steady incline. And that's not something I've seen on Twitch for my channel and my content in years. You know, it's just, that's the reality of it. It's just, I'm actually seeing growth for the first time in years on a different platform. Now, it's weird to say, but I guess I turned my burnout from playing the same broken games over and over into productivity on a different platform. I don't want to say accidentally, because accidentally is not the right word here, because it was something I did to see if it would, you know, work out for me, and it has so far, and I'm really grateful for it. I don't know the word that I want to use here. I just kind of turned my burnout around by just being productive in a different direction, but still the same type of work, you know? And it's just being able to play a variety of games and realizing that I still have high potential in content creation and being rewarded for doing things how I've always done already. Now, this obviously is because YouTube works differently than Twitch, you know? This is nothing new. YouTube has algorithms, Twitch doesn't, outside of the recommended thing, but that's extremely light. Well, one of the biggest things about Twitch, if you want to continue growing on Twitch, you have to follow the ABC rule. Always be casting. This is something that I can't remember where it originated, but I know it originated even before I started streaming, almost 6 years ago now. This was something that people were telling me when I was considering, you know, getting into streaming long ago. Always be casting. That's just how Twitch works, though. If you're not online, you're not growing. You know, if you're marketing yourself on social media and stuff like that, and you're actually converting things over to your Twitch, you know, your platform, your channel on Twitch, then, you know, that's the thing that can happen. You know, we can all do that. But when you're not live, you're not truly gaining anything. And YouTube, it's very different with how it works. And this is the big reason why I want to move to YouTube and why I am moving to YouTube. YouTube is just a better fit for how I make my content. I like to do, you know, walkthroughs of games. I like to play games my way and teach people how I get through even difficult situations in games my way. I've been playing Elden Ring lately, for example, and I've made a lot of boss guides. I've done a lot of this stuff live on stream, teaching people how I take on these fights, my mental process, you know, getting through all this, bringing my patience out. And I'm a very naturally patient person, and I'm able to really get through difficult things, even when I'm not a naturally good player at things like Soulsborne games like Elden Ring. I'm able to just learn and process moments and apply what I've learned in those moments to eventually learn all these difficult boss fights and make it through the game. And I'm showcasing that in my videos and my streams there on YouTube, the same way I've always done on Twitch. But on YouTube, I'm actually being rewarded for it. People are tuning in, people are watching, people are subscribing and becoming members on YouTube because of the content I put out. And that's just not something, like, at this level I've not experienced before. And so that's largely the big reason why I'm doing that. Now, with that said, this isn't to say that I haven't loved the last 6 years on Twitch. I became a Twitch partner in just over a year of streaming. I've been doing it for full time for over 3 years now, and that's really great. I'm not stupid. I realize I'm in a position where it's privileged to be able to do this full time, and that's because of the amazing support of everyone in our community. You guys watching now, it's without you guys, I'm nothing, and I appreciate everything over these last 6 years. And I know that there's a lot of sentimental value around the stream, and that alone makes this hard. But obviously, this is a massive risk that I'm taking, and so this is it adds up to make it extremely hard. And so this is why I said, like, I don't take this as a decision that comes lightly at all. And this is something I've spent many nights throughout the last few months thinking about. Many sleepless nights, lots of long discussions with my wife, my friends, lots of considerations. But the good news here is I'm not going away. I'm just moving to a different spot. My streams are going to be the same. My content's going to be the same. You can expect the same things from me as you always have. Having a good time playing video games, including playing video games on the hardest difficulty, and teaching everyone how I do it so that they can do it as well. And all the while just having a good time with everyone in our community, discussing the culture around all these games that we play, discovering the lore of everything that we get involved in, all these stories, and just having a good time with it. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm not giving up. I'm just moving to a different house. That's it. You can expect the same from me all the while. I mean, man, YouTube has come a long way in just the last couple of years alone. I know a lot of people are not used to watching streams on YouTube, but the fact of the matter is, the last year and a half or 2 years, they've done a lot of great stuff on YouTube, including even making BTTV available on YouTube, which we've been using and is active on my channel, for example. So you have a very similar chat experience. I know a lot of the chat experience is a big thing for a lot of people on Twitch, but it's really not so different. The only difference is you're not like racking up the points that each channel has unique to them. But if I'm being honest with you, I never really cared for that anyway. It didn't really add any value to my content, what I do. So yeah, that's it. That's everything. Basically, my story is I was burnt out. I turned my burnout into productivity somehow. I fell back in love with content creation, just on a different platform. And on that different platform, things are actually going really well. And I want to put all my efforts into it. I want to put all my efforts into it. And so I've decided to do this after much deliberation, internally and externally. It's something I even talked about on stream throughout the last couple months, just like, hey, what if? Hey, what if? And a lot of you guys have put a lot of my worries to rest, saying that you would come with me. And I can't wait for that. A lot of you guys have already gone over there, become members. You've migrated your Twitch subs to becoming, members on YouTube, and all that. And there's even a lot of you that have said that you're going to continue, using your Prime on my Twitch channel and stuff like that. It's not necessary. I would say that it's probably best used on, channels that are active, but all the while, I'm not going to say no. That would be stupid. That would be stupid. And I appreciate it. So I think that's everything. So I'm not going to keep you guys any longer. I will be streaming this Thursday and Friday as well to keep things going, so, you know, to keep the transition smooth and all that. But my schedule, again, will remain the same. Saturday through Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll continue playing Elden Ring, and there's a lot of other games coming out in the near future that I do want to check out, as we always do. We're checking out all sorts of games, and of course, we're going to check out some older games as well. I actually, a little bit of secret about me, as much as I am a fan of Dragon Age, I have actually never finished Dragon Age Inquisition, so that's actually on my list of things to complete this year. A full playthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition. I've started the game like a dozen times, but I just haven't made it all the way through yet. And that's weird because I love Dragon Age. I need to do that. But anyway, that's a different topic. Thank you guys for hearing me out. I appreciate it. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be a part of your day. Thank you for listening to me ramble on, you know, in my awkward way, just kind of doing this. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you soon for streams here on YouTube. See you guys.